Okay, here we go. I'm thinking if we can add some more power and some more torque, we'll get a whole lot more life out of this thing. So, let's lift it up. Take this and set it over here. And put some more fuel on the bottom stage. Thusly, these capsules, just throw them up here out of the way. All right, that's something, but we need more torque. This thing desperately needs a lot more torque control because it's the only thing that can steer this sucker. So, I don't want to try and do the extra boosters again. That didn't seem to work out very well. But I think I might be able to get away with this. Alright, so to let go of these would be after these go, before this goes. Actually, could be at the same time. Because once this disconnects, we don't need those. Or we won't have them anyway. Alright. So there's more fuel. Should allow for a longer flight. Let's put a little bit more there. And this can be Polar 2. Goofy, unlikely looking design, but it might get us somewhere. And just for giggles, let's take Jeb out. Well, let's throw Bob in there. All right, we'll be at the launch pad with Bob coming up. Okay, that's a jiggly ship. Okay, no ideas or bets on how stable this is going to be, but we're going to give it a try. Again, aiming to fly basically north and get into a polar orbit. Throttle it up and let's do it. It's tilting that way naturally, a little too much. Trying to pull back and it's not doing it. Jettison the SRBs. I can see where I should have applied some struts. Okay, it's coming back up, believe it or not. Good. Let's just try to hold this angle and gain some altitude. Lots of it. Alright, this isn't exactly what you'd call the ideal ascent profile, but it's getting there. How's our apoapsis climbing? 6,000, 7,000. Okay, we're about to lose the first stage. Actually, well, yeah, we are. All right. Should be interesting. And go. I was hoping those others would separate at the same time, but I guess they didn't. All right, not a problem. Let's just keep climbing. Altitude, apoapsis keeps going up. Good. Just maintain this attitude for a little while. No, we need to get down to about a 45. All right. Apoapsis continuing to climb. The arc is stretching out. Will we get farther than we did last time? That is a good question. On the third tank out of 4. We are approaching apoapsis. I'm going to pitch back up to about 55 or 60 degrees. Which is probably where I should have stayed to begin with. On the last tank of fuel on the lower stage. Apoapsis 21,000. Almost out of fuel. And here's the kicker. That's really giving us a good kick. Just get that apoapsis up high enough and actually put this thing into an orbit. We've got a better flight profile this time, though. $41, $44. $52. All right, we may do it this time. A lot better control on this flight. Go for 75. Cut. All right. We're on the way. How much fuel we got? Okay, we can transfer the fuel in these. And jettison those. That'll improve our thrust to weight ratio. Before we jettison, let's do crew report, store it, Mystery goo. Store it. Let's get aligned prograde and get ready to turn this into an orbit. Alright, let's just do this the old-fashioned way aside instead of maneuver node. We don't have really a whole lot of time to set one up. Burn at T-minus 10 seconds. Ish. Stop carrying that weight around. Now, can we get in orbit and still have enough fuel to deorbit? $75 by 97, and we have fuel. Ladies and gentlemen, this bird is in orbit where we want it. Okay. All right, Bob. I know you're going to love this. EVA. And let go. Give me an EVA report. Just above Kerbal Highlands. Okay, keep that data. Grab a hold. Reboard. Crew report. Okay, we got enough power to transmit one time, so let's just go ahead and observe the goo again. Store that. This antenna and transmit the data. Hopefully it's enough power. Not enough electric charge. Alright, stop transmitting. This antenna is very hard to right click on. Okay. Now we just need to orbit Kerbal. And since we're in a polar orbit, the planet will rotate under us, and we'll have the opportunity to get reports, EVA reports, from above every biome, every bit of terrain. Let's see. Apoapsis 97, Periapsis 75. Let's bring that up just a little bit. And I decided to try this precise node module as opposed to the better maneuver node, just to simply give it a try. Okay. I like the fact that it tells you what the apoapsis and periapsis is going to be. It tells you your ejection angle, total delta V. I like that. I can bring the periapsis up. For 19 meters per second, I can bring it up to almost circular orbit, which will be stable enough to remain in orbit for a while. Alright, let's get lined up with our node. Get ready to burn this stuff. And at some point, real soon, send Bob out on another EVA. I know he loves that. Alright. 10 minutes to burn. And we're coming up on the polar ice cap. Yeah, Bob. You knew I'm going to tell you, I'm going to make you do this. EVA above Kerbin's water. Okay. 4.8 science. And if we transmit, we only get 50% of that, so we're going to store these. Alright, come back aboard. We'll get out here over the pole, and we'll go for some more. My maneuver node disappeared. Okay, note to self. If you don't want the maneuver node to disappear, don't EVA before you burn it. Okay. Alright. No changing ship's attitude or anything like that because it uses power. We don't have much left. And the only generation we have right now is the engines. Although we will soon have batteries, which will help a lot. Okay, Bob. You guessed it. You're going outside. Kerbin's ice caps. 8 science. Ooh-yah. Go back aboard. Change the camera angle because I hate it when it rotates around like that. Makes me dizzy. Alright, let's try making this maneuver again. $97.5 by $97.022. I'll take it. Alright. Okay, so our hero Bob is circling the world, taking observations, doing EVAs, grumbling about it a little bit, but he's doing it because he knows it's for the good of all Kerbals. Alright, let's give him a break. We'll time warp up and do the circularization burn. Can't be more than about 10 seconds or so worth. At least T-minus 10 is when I'm going to go ahead and do it. Alright, almost there. Alright, I overshot a little bit. But still got plenty of fuel. 97 apoapsis. Well, wait a minute. Apoapsis 97.4. Periapsis 97.1. I'd say that's a good orbit. Turn the SAS off. Let the ship drift. We don't need to change the ship's attitude until it's time to come back down. Let's see if we're over some different territory. It's kind of hard to tell at night, of course. Turn your lights on, Bob, and let go. Kerbin's Highlands again. Keep the data, 7.2. Alright. Well, let's see. I wonder if the South Pole will get us any different science. Okay. Okay, Bob, you're up. Kerbin's ice cap. Science value 8. Keep the data. In other words, we can't keep a second ice cap report. Cancel that and let go. Can we transmit just the one report? No, we don't have enough power to do that. Dump it. Take him aboard. Alright, again, can't get the same report. Well, you can only get each report once per crew member, I would say, probably. That's okay. There are plenty of places left to observe, such as the desert regions here and the mountains over there and so on. So, warp time again. Okay, Bill, Bob, whoever you are. Get a report. I got a feeling we're not going to get to keep this one either. Yeah. That's okay. The desert's coming up, and I know we haven't stored any of that. All right. Get out there, Bill. Bob. Bill Bob. Billy Bob. Whoever you... What am I doing? Good grief. I wanted to do that. Kerbal Shores. Well, we don't have one of those on this mission. Fine. Now this looks to me like we're not quite over the shores, so... Kerbin's Desert, 8 science. Keep the data. Get him back aboard. Okay, let's see what else we can come up with here. I can't see this stuff, so I have no idea what's there until it rotates around in daylight. So I'm just going to take my science observations where I can find them in the daylight. We've already got a desert observation. What about this? Do we got a mountain observation here? Get out there, Bill. Bob. Mountains. Okay, another 8 science. All right. This is proving to be a much more profitable and successful mission. All right. Our mystery goo containers have both been reset, so I should be able to take one more reading in space. Keep that one. This one I will save for splashdown or landing or whatever. I'm wondering if this river area, do we get another biome for that? If I can remember to hit space and not F. Kerbin's Grasslands. Keep it. Board. Okay. We have got a bunch of science. It's not a mountain of it, but certainly have done much better than previous missions. Okay. Now I'm thinking that the best way to cap this off is for a nice safe touchdown and get a sample of someplace interesting. And I think the polar ice cap is a good way to do that. All right. Alright, that should put it down in the polar ice cap region. I don't know if we've got that much delta V, but we'll aim for it. We get anywhere close. Actually, if we get anywhere in this region, we're going to be landing someplace we haven't been to before. So, whichever. Let's get ready to get Bob down on the surface. Quickly get our steering done because we're running out of electric power. Okay. 12 seconds until the burn. And now. I think we might just have it. How about that? Just enough delta V to make that burn. We're coming down on the North Pole. All right. Yep. As a matter of fact, where that arc is landing, we might land on the freaking ground and find a barber pole sticking out of the ground. Wouldn't that be funny? That would be interesting if they put that as a Easter egg. Alright, another mystery goo for when we land, and then Bob will get out and take a surface sample of the ice cap. Alright. It's not going to be very well lit, but we're good. We have a successful science mission. Gotten a bunch of reports over several different biomes. I'm not exactly even sure how many there are, and I don't think I got them all. In fact, I'm certain I didn't. But we've got enough to open up some important science gains here. go ahead and time warp this down. At least until things start to light up. Well, I was going to try to use the ship to slow down, but use the engines for one last little bit of slowdown, but that isn't happening. Deploy the parachute. I have no idea what the ground level is here. You know, observing that part land and explode and impact should get some science too, but it won't. By all rights, though, really, it should. I'll just think, Bob, you'll be able to chill out for a few weeks while the rescue crews come after you. No telling how far above the... Okay, we're 500 meters up. Okay. Time warp the rest of the way. Okay, we're down. All right, Bob. One more goo report. 3 science. And an EVA. All right, surface sample. Nine science. EVA 2.4 science, we'll take that. Crew report. There's 9 stored data plus what we transmitted earlier, because some of that did get transmitted. All right, let's recover this thing and see what we get. All right, did pretty good this time. Got a bunch of observations here. 75.7 science earned on this mission, and for a total of 116 science. All right, let's open this up. Alright, first thing right off the bat, I want my batteries in the science bay. 45. Bang. Here we go. What do we got here? Bigger batteries, photovoltaic static panels, lights, ladders, thermometer, micro landing strut, and a gear bay. Okay. That's 71 science left. Alright, let's pick this one up for 20. Alright, that's the radial mount liquid. The FLT 800 tank. I'm liking that idea. Let's see. Probe body. Inline reaction wheel. AVR8 winglets, the good ones. 45 science. Alright. This stuff would be great, but it costs 90 science, and we don't have that much yet. Okay. Let's go ahead with this. That reaction wheel, probe body, and winglet are going to be very useful coming up. So we'll go ahead and grab that. What does that open up? The Delta Deluxe Winglet, Inline Advanced Stabilizer, Cockpit, and the Probatodyne Octocore. Okay. Got a decent amount of stuff started to get opened up. And starting next time, we'll be able to do more science. And maybe, we might actually manage a moon trip. In spite of those people who managed to go to the moon on their first flight and go to Eve and Duna and Jupiter and every place else in the world on their second flight, you know, have a second flight with 6,000 science. Oh boy. I'd love to be able to do that, but I guess I ain't that good. I'm just an ordinary person doing my thing. Thanks for watching. Take it easy. I'm out of here.